Talk a bit about Manchester United as well. When you look at Manchester United, you look at the calibre of players that they're able to attract, and most of them will be a shoo-in for their national team. If their national team qualifies for Euro, World Cup, AFCON, most likely they'll be playing. Bruno Fernandes, unless he gets injured, he will be playing for Portugal. He will be part of that squad. But for the England national team, when it comes to the players who are eligible, there's still some question marks up in the air. You know all of these guys. Now, Kobbie Mainoo, who's played in a final for England, he's back in the starting 11 now for United. You look at Luke Shaw and the experience that he brings, and Harry Maguire as well. World Cup isn't too far away. There's not many chances left to make Thomas Tuchel's squad. Do you think they should go? Do you think those three names I mentioned or anybody else should be going?
Well, what I would say is I think, when was the last camp? February? Or what? Prior to
November.
November, right. So I always think that if you're not in the squad or the camp then you know, you've got to be looking over your shoulder thinking, I need to try and force my way in somehow here. However, I think the positions up for grabs for me at England are left-back. I think there is another centre-half that's not guaranteed. I think Mark Guehi's obviously nailed on to start. Kobbie's now coming to the fold. And I look at Luke Shaw and, you know, we touched on it before the show, we've got Lewis Hall, we've got Nico O'Reilly, you've got Livramento, you've got Trippier as well, who we've used on that side in previous tournaments. But I just feel like the way that Luke's playing this year, and he's managed to stay fit and look after himself really well. Granted, he's had to get through one game a week, but I think the way he's playing and the way he's cruising through games and the experience he has at major tournaments, I find it hard to think of a squad or a team that doesn't have him at left back. I really find it difficult because when he's on form, when he's playing well as he is, when he drives forward with the ball, defensively 1v1, he's up there with, currently with, for me, the top 5-6 left backs in the world. I really do believe that, and I'm trying to take my United head off here and be really sort of neutral about it. And I've seen him play, I've seen him train every single day. And then you talk about Harry Maguire, who's not played all season, who's been a bit in and out of the team, then he gets injured. But my God, he's a top player. And again, someone who's got so much experience for England, who's done unbelievably well for England in major tournaments, who's been such a pivotal player. Again, you look at the squad and you think, well, he would complement Guehi so well at the heart of the centre-half partnership. And you find it, again, hard to think of a squad without him in it. So, listen, Thomas Tuchel's going to pick the squad. There's no doubt he's got the credentials, and he's you know, he's a superb manager who's managed up and down the leagues. But I find it difficult for not to have Luke and Harry in the squad, especially the way they're playing at the minute. And if they continue the form, touch wood, they stay injury-free, I find it hard that they don't enter the equation.
Does Maguire start alongside Guehi?
For me, yes.
Yes.
For me, yes.
What about yourself, Gary? Your thoughts on this? Because when it comes to Lewis Hall, his numbers put him above Luke Shaw this season, it has to be said. Livramento can play on the left, but it's very similar to the Trippier, where it's a right-back playing as a left-back.
Yeah. Everyone's saying that, you know, the World Cup's just round the corner. But what I would say is you get selected to play for your country by how you perform for your team. And I just get the feeling that the timing for those three that we've just been talking about is perfect, because Manchester United are in the ascendancy. No two ways about it. They've got a belief and a confidence, thanks to Michael Carrick going in there and making some fairly modest changes, but some changes that we all suggested maybe should have been made some while ago by the previous coach. So I think there's a real strong possibility that all three of those, that's Mainoo, Shaw and Maguire, end up in the England squad for the World Cup.
Well, there's one more international window, isn't there, in March? So
I think Kobbie, out of those three, I think Kobbie Mainoo might be the only question mark that Thomas Tuchel was probably thinking that. I know Harry's been in and out of the team, but he's played a significant part. Luke's played every single game this season. Kobbie's featured very, very little. So you're probably thinking, has he played enough football? I'm sure he'll be included in the next squad with the performances that he's put in over the last 4 games, as well as Luke and Harry Maguire. Look, for me, Harry and Luke should definitely be in the squad. Obviously, there'll be question marks over Kobbie because of the lack of minutes, but I mean, what a player. He only started 6-7 months ago. He only started the Euro final. So Some big calls
I
for
know.
Thomas Tuchel, big calls.
There's so many things up in the air. When it comes to the England 11, the strongest 11, who would you be putting out? I think some are given. I think Pickford, I think you could say, is going to start.
Pickford,
Harry Kane.
so you go Pickford.
Gahey, Kane.
For me, Luke Shaw, Gahey, Harry Maguire. Right back, Reece James, if he's fit. Then you're looking at Anderson, Declan Rice. For me, the 10 at the minute, and I've said this quite a few times over the last couple of months, he's been the player that I've enjoyed watching the most and the rise and
Are you going to say Morgan Rogers?
Morgan Rogers. Yeah. I know Jude Bellingham is playing at Real Madrid and he's done so well, and I love watching Jude. Then you've also got Phil Foden and Cole Palmer, but I just feel like the way he plays, the way he carries the ball, he almost reminds me, Morgan Rogers, of the, you might remember, the old Moussa Dembele.
Yeah.
It's like the way he carries the ball forward, he's powerful, he's strong, he's technically very good. He scores goals, he makes those clever runs, he links play really well with Harry Kane.
And somebody before him, Gaza.
There you go.
Gascoigne.
Yep. So, I mean, so you maybe put him in the 10. Obviously, Harry's going to be up front and the 9. And
on
then
the wings?
You're going to go Saka. And then the other one on the left, then it's up between maybe Marcus Rashford or
Gordon.
Or Anthony Gordon.
And we got 13 or 14 Premier League games left for everybody. Champions League
There's
games
a lot of
for
football
people.
to play.
Yeah.
I mean,
injuries, God
sounds
knows
horrible,
what.
but there's always somebody who picks up an injury that rules them out. This always happens.
Well,
But
Bellingham's injured right now. He picked up an injury last weekend after just a few minutes.
Exactly, hamstring.
Yeah, so I'm not sure when he's even going to come back and how match ready he's going to be when he is back. Can he make the squad?